Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this individual executive member decision. My name is Callum Wynham. I'm a Democratic and Electoral Services Specialist. Making the decision today is Councillor Rachel Bishop-Burke, who's the executive member for Equalities, Inclusion and Fighting Poverty. And presenting the report from the officer side of things is Rob Bradfield, who's the head of procurement, contracts and commercialisation at WBC. So with that, I'll hand over to Rob just to talk us through the report and the recommendation briefly.
Okay, thank you, Callum. So the report is essentially a modern slavery statement. So it's about Wokingham Council publishing this statement in line with guidance from the government, and it sets out a range of mechanisms that the council has in place and will undertake every year to assure itself that it has architecture in place to make sure that modern slavery is being understood and managed as an issue for the supply chain. So the recommendation is that the Executive Member for Equalities, Inclusion and Fighting Poverty approves the modern slavery statement as set out in Appendix 1, and notes that if approved, the statement is then to be published on the Council's webpage, which would be published by the end of October this year and every year thereafter.
Super. Okay. I just got a couple of questions. I mean, are you able to just talk me through quickly the process which you go through to make this assessment?
Absolutely. So it's set out on page 10 and 11 of the report. We've got a sort of series of headings that detail the supply chains that we have within the organisation and the due diligence that is undertaken. So on page 11 specifically, you'll see we take measures through the selection of suppliers. We also reinforce the Modern Slavery Act through relevant council policies, and we also refer to our internal training, recruitment and selection process for employees. And then there's a range of sort of reporting mechanisms that we have built into the sort of council's approach to modern slavery statements. So you'll see set out there's a range of policies, training, and then also performance indicators. And the intention is that we will review this annually as well to pick up on any issues that may need resolution. And underpinning this is an action plan that sits within the Equalities Board, drawing in services from across the council to make sure that we're delivering on our ambitions.
Okay, brilliant. And do we have any areas that we trade with either globally or sectors of the economy within the UK where modern slavery is a particular risk?
So I'm going to say that the supply chain largely is based within this country. I think within that there are some pockets of sort of more vulnerable areas, so notably construction and social care. I think for us as a local authority, we're not seeing that as a theme and an issue, I would say, in our supply chain, but it is noted nationwide, so we do keep an eye on those areas.
Okay, thank you. And I can see that you've got some very thorough processes in place to make sure that people are trained and people are aware. So, okay, thank you very much.
So just to confirm, you're happy with that recommendation? So recommendation, I'll just read it out verbally one more time. It's out on page 6 of the published agenda. It's that the Executive Member for Equalities, Inclusion and Fighting Poverty approve the modern slavery statement as set out in Appendix 1 to the report. And that if approved, the statement is then to be published on the Council's webpage and the Home Office Registry of Modern Slavery Statements by and during October 2022. You happy with that, Rachel?
Yes, I am, thank you.
Okay, and just sign the decision sheet quickly. Box.
Here. My pen.
Thank you, Cheers.
Super, thank you very much.
Fantastic. So subject to the standard 5-day cooling period, this decision can be implemented. And with that, I will bring the meeting to a close. Thank you very much.